Breaking news that is indeed breaking. Okay, so yesterday, Benjamin Netanyahu declared a victory over Iran. When I tell you they could not be more delusional, I'm not sure what we exist in two completely different realities. That is clear. That is clear to me. There's the reality that the West and Netanyahu is living in, and then there's the reality the remainder of the world is living in. There's their make-believe reality that they're trying to manifest, and then there's the reality of us looking at everything all at once and going, "Girl, are you okay? Friend, are you okay?" It's just not giving. Meanwhile, Iran is not giving neither WIG or AKA any of the attention that they're seeking. Over the past few days, Iran has cracked down and arrested approximately 700 individuals on charges of working as agents for Israel, primarily involved in espionage and sabotage networks during the recent Israeli aggression. So at every turn that both America and Israel has been trying to sabotage or find a way to get the upper hand in the situation that in which we clocked as soon as they claim that there was a ceasefire agreement, it's getting them more and more tight. So they're trying to find any way that they can to create this false narrative and false reality, despite us all watching the situation go down and receiving pictures. We all watch the aerial views. We have not seen inside of the nuclear facilities, but we've seen close enough to be able to assess the damages. And even at this point in time, there are scientific articles that are all supporting and backing the fact that there is no possible way. Baby, that damn shit is fortified. Not only were they smart enough to make it deeper than your bunker busters could go, but the concrete that they used, they thought out every single possible measure to ensure that even if they were building a nuclear bomb down there, if anything was to go wrong, it would be really hard for it to affect very many other people. It's so deep, and the materials that they're using is so strong. There's no possible way that 30,000-pound bomb could have actually did the amount of damage that you're claiming it did. This is an expose that was given to us by Popular Mechanics, in which they pretty much, I read the article, so you did it, in which they gave us numerous reasons as to why what Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu has stated is not accurate. And even if this wasn't a factor, the missiles that went to Israel and the damage we saw alone, my girl, my child today. Then on top of that, the leaks of the data, the information. It's one thing to have a bunch of spies, 700 if you will. It's a completely different situation to have spies that are strategic. That shows you quality over quantity. They had spies. Yes, Iran had spies too, in your territory, but they had spies right under your nose. They were with you everywhere, jotting shit down, texting it to them. You know what I'm saying? They even went and got the evidence and handed it right on over. Quality over quantity. And the worst part about this, and the most embarrassing part about this operation, of course, we know the Pentagon gave it a name, right? Operation Midnight Hammer. Except it didn't hammer any fucking thing. This was the first time that they had used these in this particular situation. As such, America had been regarded as the only country capable of taking out Iran's underground nuclear facilities and therefore its nuclear program. But, and there's a big old but, I'm talking big booty Judy size, if it actually accomplished that feat is yet to be seen, meaning you didn't do it. It's nothing more than theory. Which brings me back to my most recent point. They're still actively trying to taunt Iran. Read what's going on. Trump is at the NATO Summit today, which is live. I just watched a few of those clips, so I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. They were hosting it live, and it was on TikTok, so you can probably catch some of the replays on some people's accounts, also on X. The claims made by failed media outlets, this is what Trump said, like the New York Times and CNN, mind you, those are Western sources that are bought and paid for by Western sources. Anyways, they're on his side. That strike on Iran's nuclear facilities was limited are false. They're not. They're just not. Scientists have also stated, and the IAEA have also stated, oh, you didn't, though. Sorry, babe. Girl, you missed. We want to see sustainable peace, and we will return to negotiations perhaps this week. When have you ever known America to want to negotiate first? America is the shoot first and ask questions later kind of people. So the fact that they're backing down and having no other choice or wanting negotiations back on the table, despite last week them saying that they didn't want to negotiate anymore, and that, oh, well, you remember you chose this, means that they have no other choice but to negotiate. They got their ass whooped. That's bottom line. And you already know that because we pretty much watched it in real time. Now, the Iranian foreign ministry came out and made sure to let it be known, like, I see him. I see the tricks that they doing. I see what they trying to do, trying to get us up out of our square. But as of today, the bill was passed. They're going to be exiting the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Association. They're no longer going to be associated with them. The promises, this is what the Iranian foreign ministry stated. The promises of the Israeli enemy cannot be trusted, and we must remain highly vigilant in the coming days. Basically saying, like, we clocking your T, bitch. We know that this is a strategy. We know that you are known for doing this shit and asking for negotiations. So we can be looking this way while you're planning on bombing us in another direction or trying to assassinate somebody. And I'm gonna be ready for your ass. We always 100 steps ahead. Our armed forces are acting with the utmost caution and readiness. Basically, we're 100 steps ahead. Believe that shit. The enemy will face a decisive and firm response if it repeats its aggression. And basically, we're gonna knock your shit between wash and dryer again, and it's gonna be worse this time. So I suggest you watch how you stepping around this motherfucker. I'm gonna show you exactly what Donald Trump is doing online, and then we're gonna discuss the hypocrisy behind the American government in the West is insane, because this is the same exact president that just posted that, stating that he wanted negotiations, but also the same exact president that basically went to South Africa and accused them of having a white genocide. Yes, y'all, because of the song Kill the Boer and the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighter movement that's going on in South Africa, led by Julius Malema. Let me show you the song that had the entire West screaming, oh, white genocide, white genocide.
The militants, yes, the ANC is a militant organization. Who left? Who right? Who? Kabasa! Yamazan! Side 3! Kill a man! Shoot to kill! Yamazan! Kill the poor! The farmer!
The Lion of the North, Peter Mukaba, the originator of Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer chant that Julius Malema has become to be synonymous of in current contemporary politics. The political chant caused a stir globally when US President Donald Trump played videos of EFF leader Julius Malema chanting to President Cyril Ramaphosa as evidence of white genocide in South Africa. The courts have ruled that the chant does not constitute hate speech and falls under the protection of free speech. Malema fired back at the US President Donald Trump, saying he won't be intimidated by imperialists.
I will never be intimidated by America. I will never be intimidated by Donald Trump. They were speaking about me in that meeting at White House. If they were not gossiping about me, they should have called me into that meeting. I would have answered everything that Donald Trump wanted from.
So you see, people, it's never about negotiating for peace. It's never about democracy. It's only about what the imperialists, colonists, or colonizers, and the white man can do to line their pockets and bend the rules to better suit themselves. Because what is the difference? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Trying to find any and every single way to not only extract the oil out of the Gaza Strip, but also those deposits of natural gas from the West Bank. The Palestinians are caught directly in the middle of it simply because they don't want to leave their home. Now, yesterday, it was confirmed that approximately 90 Palestinians were martyred as a result of the ongoing Israeli occupation and aggression on the Gaza Strip, 50 of which were aid seekers. So as of today, they are still intentionally shooting to kill aid seekers. Now, what we did find out is that America, the United States, just verified and gave the green light on $30 million more to be distributed directly to the GHF Foundation, or the GH Foundation, the scheme that is basically used as a strategy to try and take out as many Palestinians as they can on a daily basis by making it look like that they are providing aid or some kind of help. But in reality, they're just using it as the most dangerous game. I'm sure you guys know exactly what the most dangerous game is. The most dangerous game is literally hunting human beings, okay? So as of today, 77 Palestinians have been attacked across the Gazan Strip since dawn, according to the medical sources in Gaza. And it's really becoming more frustrating seeing more and more babies be killed in the midst of trying to get food. Today, I also saw that the aid that was provided for those who risked their lives to get said aid and was able to make it out of there were provided with aid that was molded and inedible in so many ways. As each day passes, more and more harrowing accounts of the Palestinians having to risk their lives to simply walk 8 plus hours to get aid, and then get there and be met with live rounds of bullets and attacks by the occupation forces, and to then receive the aid, walk back another 8 hours after they have endured that treacherous journey to open the aid and then see that it is nothing more than like moldy cheese, molded, disgustingly old noodles. It just shows you the continuous evil work that the Western states, as well as America and Israel, are doing to the Palestinians, innocent civilians that aren't even so much as fighting them. They pose no threat to them. They're human beings who deserve to be fed, and every day they have to risk their lives just to try to get to said aid. Yesterday, I watched a little boy cry over his brother's dead body who went to go get him aid, only to find out that his brother perished in the midst of trying to find him aid. And every day we're hearing more and more accounts of the Palestinians speaking on behalf of the previous Nakba and how that was nothing compared to what they're enduring right now. How this is man-made, manufactured starvation, which is accurate, but also man-made, manufactured terror, psychological horror, fear, and everything else that you can think of, just all wrapped up in their evil, in Israel's evil little mind. Now, for the time being, Lebanon has made it perfectly clear, the head of Hezbollah, because the Lebanese government just got approved for millions of dollars worth of money from the World Bank, so they've been bought and sold, okay? Don't worry about it. However, Hezbollah, the head of Hezbollah's bloc in the Lebanese parliament, Mohammed Rad, stated that Palestine will remain the main cause. The people of Gaza will liberate their land, and the enemy has no place in our entire region. And as of today, it is now being determined or questioned by the surrounding Arab states if whether or not working with Israel was indeed the smart idea to go. Because what makes more sense? A humble Iran? While a humble Iran is dangerous, because we all know Iran can be a lot worse than what they are right now. We know that for certain. It's on video. It's on YouTube, babe. Believe me when I tell you, they are holding back. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are holding back. And even the Arab states that surround them admit that a humble Iran, as humble as they are still dangerous. They're a force to be reckoned with. Or a victorious Israel, in which the majority of them agree that a victorious Israel is the last thing that they want in their future. So they may have to bend the knee and actually do what they're supposed to do to support Palestine and the remainder of the resistance factions that have been going up against Israeli occupation, because a future with a victorious Israel in it is a future of terror. So basically what they're saying is that we don't want what happened to Palestine, Lebanon, and everybody else to happen to us. So it may be a better thing for us to support the people that are whooping on their ass. It just might be better for us to support them, because we ain't really trying to go through that. We know that. We saw that with the way that y'all literally bent over and spread your cheeks far and wide for them. In fact, as of right now, all of a sudden, Egypt, who is known for their role in helping Israel continue the suffering of the Palestinians and the torturing of the Palestinians by ensuring that they shut that border, the Rafah border crossing, by stealing money from the Palestinians, by overcharging them in order to receive the help that they needed. And the list is long of the Egyptian offenses. I mean, we literally just saw the Egyptian army abuse the convoy, the volunteers from the convoy, I mean, we saw the Greek volunteers get shipped home. We saw the ones that were from Libya get shipped home, Morocco, and so on and such. We saw all the nasty things that they've been doing to help out with hurting the Palestinians, in addition to hurting the people that were on the convoy, but then allowing the Israelis to come to all flock to, well, not all of them, but a lot of them flock to Cairo to be able to get to safety and take planes and boats from there. Now it's at the point where Egypt is getting alarmed. They feel like, okay, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much of them coming here. We need to find a way to slow it down. Nah, baby, you helped out. You know they ain't finna leave. Some of them gonna stay. They're gonna stay right there. Egypt alarmed by Israeli influx into Sinai amid double standard accusations. So some of them went to Cairo, some of them went to Sinai. And the activists accused Cairo of hypocrisy for denying aid to Gaza. Again, they blocked off the Rafah border crossing as well, while welcoming Israelis fleeing war. Now, here's the thing about that. What you do to people is sure to come back to you, right? Which is exactly why over here, we make sure that we point out the obvious, but we don't wish bad on people. In fact, we have went out of our way to try and help the Israelis and try to like show them evidence that, hey, this was going to happen. And then it happened, right? And now that it's here, they're getting back what they put out tenfold. The same thing happens to these supporters. It's easy for us to be angry and frustrated and throw all types of nasty things out there, right? And say all types, which I've done. I've called Sisi out numerous times in the entire Egyptian government, right? But the way that they move in and the way things are going and the way that you treated Palestinians, I know Allah has something real good in store for y'all. And the worst part about it is that the Egyptian people will also probably suffer under the hands of this. The worst part about it is that those people will probably, not all, but if you had a part in this, you'll probably listen, karma, she don't miss. My girl always at work, no days off, no vacations. She don't miss. So for you to now be being alarmed by the influx of the Israelis coming there, it sounds to me like the beginning of your karma is on its way. And by you raising alarms and trying to slow it down, it's probably going to speed it up. We know what these people are capable of. We know that they like to go from place to place claiming that God promised them that land thousands of years ago. And you decided to help them instead of helping people that you know for a fact belong there. They rightfully own that place. Sounds to me like your look back is on its way, baby. That thing it's just getting started. It's warming up. Karma is warming up. And I know for a fact that God, he has a special type of ass whooping for somebody who knows in their mind that what they're doing is wrong and decides to continue to do it for money, which is a false idol. Money is nothing more than energy. It's fake. It's not even a real thing. Our ancestors bartered. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this seems like poetic justice to me. As you can see, the people are heading to Cairo and different parts of Egypt just to get on boats and planes so they could leave. Meanwhile, the Palestinians, let me show you one more time. Those Palestinians, they took part in starving and harming. It's a special place for y'all.